Elden Ring is a highly anticipated open-world action role-playing game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. It is the latest game from the creators of the critically acclaimed Souls series, which includes Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Elden Ring is set in a fantasy world called the Lands Between, where the natural order has been shattered by the breaking of the Elden Ring, an artifact that contains the great runes that govern the world. The game's story revolves around the player character, a tarnished who has been exiled from the Lands Between and returns to reclaim their lost glory and become the new Lord of the Elden Ring. The game features a vast open world that can be explored on foot or on horseback, with 6 regions that are ruled by demigods who have inherited fragments of the Elden Ring. Each region has its own unique landscape, architecture, culture, enemies, bosses, secrets, and quests. The player can choose to ally with or oppose these demigods, as well as other characters and factions that inhabit the world. The game also has a dynamic weather system and a day-night cycle that affect the gameplay and the environment. The game's combat system is similar to previous Souls games, but with more options and customization. The player can use various weapons, spells, skills, and items to fight enemies and bosses, as well as summon spirits to assist them in battle. The player can also craft their own weapons and spells using materials found in the world or obtained from enemies. The game also has a multiplayer mode that allows up to 4 players to cooperate or compete with each other online. Elden Ring is a game that combines the rich lore and intricate gameplay of From Software's previous games with the creative vision of George R.R. Martin, the author of A Song of Ice and Fire series. The game's story and world are influenced by Martin's mythology and history, as well as by various myths and legends from different cultures. The game's characters are complex and nuanced, with their own motivations, personalities, and relationships. The game's world is full of detail and immersion, with stunning graphics and sound design that create a realistic and atmospheric experience. Elden Ring is a game that offers a lot of depth and variety for players who enjoy exploring, fighting, crafting, and role-playing in a dark fantasy setting. The game has been praised by critics and fans alike for its design and inventiveness, as well as for its challenge and replay value. Elden Ring is a game that is not to be missed by anyone who loves video games.